And then that was when I started my childcare crisis, like looking for where to keep my kids. Like you're seeing Nigerians everywhere, but you don't even know one person that is offered. Hi guys, it's been a long time. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Harriet Teddy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I make videos about immigrating to the UK, your studies, and just sharing my life experience with you guys. I'm happy to be here. So guys, I want to talk about what we're experiencing with childcare, our difficulties, our challenges, and then how we try to overcome it and how we navigate around the childcare. So when my family moved into the United Kingdom, at first my husband was looking for a job, so we're not really having issues with childcare. But eventually when he got a job, so his first job, he was closing around 10 p.m. whereby I have to go to work by 7:30 to 8. So we had this lap of about 2 hours whereby we needed childcare assistance. We needed assistance with childcare. And so in my son's primary school, in my son's school, there's this family that we kind of bonded, just greeting each other. And so that day, a fateful day, she just called me. That's the girl's mother. She just called me and asked me like, they needed assistance because she had a night shift and her husband also had a night shift. And so they were like, please, can I help them let the girl sleep over? I'm like, fine, I understand, we're struggling with it, it's fine. And so the girl came over to my house and spent the night. And so when we started having issues with childcare, I called her and I'm like, please, can my kids just stay over for 2 hours? My husband is going to pick them up. She said, fine. And you know, one good turn deserves another. So eventually we started helping each other. We take my kids to her house, she bring my, so our shifts were not really clashing that way. And so we're always constantly having where to keep our kids for the 2 hours that our shift was lapping. And so eventually this family got sponsorship somewhere else and left Middlesbrough. And then that was when I started my childcare crisis, like looking for where to keep my kids. Like you're seeing Nigerians everywhere, but you don't even know one person that is offered to like help me. Do you get? So it was really a big crisis. Eventually, I got a childminder. So there's this African lady there's a childminder that like caregiver. So for children, so I contacted her, and what does she take? She takes £20 for those 2 hours. My husband got another job whereby it's still the same 2 hours, whereby he goes to work as early as 7 a.m. and then when I work a night shift, because we're still trying to change jobs so that we'll see how it will be favorable to us. And so my husband got another job, and then he goes to work by 7, and then I close by 8 in the morning. But before I get home, it's almost 9. So those 2 hours, we still had another 2 hours lapse again that we're still looking for childcare. So in the morning, he has to drop them somewhere before when I close, I'll go and pick them up. It's really a hustle. So we pay. So if you do, like, let me say during the holiday whereby we're working full time, if you decide to work 5 days, 1 day is going to childcare automatically, because if you're paying £20 for those 2 hours, because I have 2 kids, so each child is £5 per hour. And so if I drop them for 2 hours, that's £20, £10 per hour for both of them. That's £20 for the 2 hours. So automatically I'm paying her £100 in a week for childcare. So that's what we've been doing, though. Like, it's not easy. I'm like, how will I be just spending money like that? So my advice is, or what I was thinking is, like, if you know people, you see people you're friends with, and talk to people, like maybe how I met the other family in school, and then we talked about it, and then we started helping each other. See, all of us came to this country together to help each other. So if you can get help, or you see a family that are nice, either in church or anywhere you develop relationships and you guys are friends, you can just call. See, one phone call, you can just call and be like, please, if you guys are living around each other, because most, like, let me say, most of the Nigerians live around TS1 in Middlesbrough, that's in the United Kingdom. So you can just, like, if you trust the family, like, just 1 hour, because my husband never takes a night shift, and I will never take a day shift, so that we don't clash it. It's not nice to just keep children overnight with someone. I don't know, that's what I feel. So it's better one of the spouse will take night shift and the other one takes day shift, that way. And then if you are lucky that your husband goes to work maybe 10 and then closes 5, perfect, your shift might never clash. And if you go to work by 7 and then you come back by 8 or 9, you will never have issues with childcare. That way both of you are earning money and you're not. But then with us that are working care are mostly 12 hours shift, so before you know, it's really long hours, and then they will start clashing into each other. But I do the care anyway, so it's my own shift that are more longer. My husband's shift mostly at 8 hours. So that's what we've been battling with, and I know that there are other families out there that are really battling. But okay, so again, this fateful day, I was just like coming back from picking my kids from the childminder, and I saw this guy, a very young daddy. He's just, maybe that's his first baby. The baby's just like 9 months. He was pushing the baby on the stroller, and he was like, hi. You know me, if I see Nigerians looking for help everywhere, I'm available if I can offer to help. So I said, are you talking to me? He said yes, and I went. He said, please, I want to ask, how do you do with your kids? How is struggling with childcare? I said, are you having issues? He said, yes. That his wife went to work. Eventually, when they came, the wife has not been working for a long time because of the childcare issue. So, but because of bills has been piling up, they're like, she has to work. And so she started working. He was working and her shift has started. So they had to beg a family somewhere for him to go and drop the baby. So what I did was, because the baby is small, like the baby is 9 months, so I told him, I don't know if the childminder will agree to take a 9-month-old baby, but then since she's an official childminder, let me give you her contact. And then I explained her house for him, and he'll be like, you go and check her out. I'm like, go and check her out. Overnight is like £20, and then per hour is £5. So you could go and check her out and see if she. So it got to me that a lot of people, when I check my child to school, there's this man that always brings his 2 daughters. I've never seen his wife, but he's always around taking his children to school. And so I asked him, so eventually maybe his wife is working day shifts. And I asked him, how is struggling with childcare? He said, he's suffering, he's suffering. So, but when we come together to help ourselves, I'm sure we will cut down this problem, because everybody is suffering in silence. I was even thinking of like maybe forming a group whereby mommies, everybody will be in the group, like a WhatsApp group, and then people can just come together and be like, if anybody is around, another person needs help and you're the group, you just say it, and then the person will be like, I'm available, you can bring the kids for 1 hour. This one will be like, I'm available, I can bring. So it could be like a mommy child care group, WhatsApp group. So we just help ourselves, because this country no easy at all. We need to make this money, guys. Seriously, we need to make this money. So if there's anything like you guys think about with the childcare, you can just come. And if you're living in the UK and you've already experienced it, I beg, you have a better way of solving this problem for us, please write it in the comment section so everybody will learn from it. If you guys know the best way to deal with this childcare, because now we're moving to another place, I've gotten another house, so we're moving. And in this new location, I don't even know anywhere. I didn't even want to take the house, because I'm like, okay, because we wanted to solve the issue. Before then, we thought about moving to Newcastle, because we have friends in Newcastle, like friends we know back from Nigeria. Like, move this Japan move. If you can move with family, with people, like move with your friends so that you can chill with your friends. That's my own advice. So we have friends there. So the person that even helped me, my family, to come to Middlesbrough, he lives in Newcastle. So we're like, oh, if they're in Newcastle, let's just move to Newcastle. And then another set of our friends are coming this September. They're in town already. So we're like, let's go and make the family complete. It's not only us that will be here. I'll be suffering this. At least the 3 of us can be shuffling the childcare and be supporting each other. But then we couldn't get a house. See, getting a house is a problem. We that we are here in Middlesbrough, we couldn't even get a house in Newcastle. We tried, and then I was thinking of getting a job there. I kept on trying. I didn't get a job. But it was later someone told me I needed to have changed my address to Newcastle, then I could get a job, because when they check and they see your address is not there, they're not showing you. That was what I heard. So I'm like, oh, if I knew, I would have used a Newcastle address for looking for jobs in Newcastle. But anyway, what we couldn't get, we just had to like, let's just use this our Middlesbrough. So I still went to my letting agent, and then they were able to give me a house. So we're moving this month. By the end of the month, we're moving. But then I was scared. I don't know anybody there. How will we survive this childcare? My brain started booting. I started thinking again how we're going to survive childcare in another location whereby I don't know anybody. Because to be sincere, if you have help with childcare, you're not really going, half of your stress is gone, half of your worries are gone. So what I started thinking of was, if my husband could work Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday, then I work, since we're soon resuming school, and then we'll be left to 20 hours, then I will just work Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday, so that we don't have to pay for childcare. We don't have to start looking for where to keep our kids and all that. But then my issue is when I'll be able to work full time. That's my own wahala, where I'll be able to work full time. So if I'm able to work full time, and because I'm supposed to be on internship now, so even with my 20 hours, I'm still supposed to go to work for internship. So with all that, how am I supposed to do all that? So the childcare has really been a battle. But if you have a family whereby you can get support with, you can just tell them, help me with my kids for 1 hour, and then you dash out and go somewhere and then come back. It's really going to help you guys to make more money, because apart from the studies, we also want to make more money. So guys, if you know the best way, please, you can talk or make a comment on the comment section. And I hope that this video was really helpful to anyone out there that is struggling with childcare, because in this channel we're all about sharing information, and my experience can also help someone out there. And please, if you've been watching this video and you've not subscribed to this channel, please guys, subscribe to this channel. It gives me a thumbs up so that other people on YouTube can